evening, collective. I did a reading last night for you guys with the Spirit Talk app. We were looking for Travis Decker, and right after I finished that reading, I started to not feel so well, and I ended up falling asleep. I fell into a really deep sleep, like it was kind of deep, and I woke up kind of sweating a little bit. I woke up kind of weird, kind of like I don't know. It was just kind of weird. But then I got up. I think it was like real early in the morning. I was just hanging out. I did a few things and then I went back to sleep. But it was just weird. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna do a collective reading for you today. If you guys are interested in watching that reading, it's available for you. We pulled some cards too. To get energy about it. I might do a follow-up on it sometime in the future. Yeah, I'll do a follow-up on it probably within the next couple days. Maybe tonight. Maybe I'll find some... I'll think of other questions to ask too. Different questions. So, here we go. Because one of the other weird things about it too is they said that they found non-human blood at the site with the girls, which is, what is that? Why would there be non-human blood? You know, that's weird. It didn't say how much. It just said that there was non-human blood there. I'm still waiting for the results. I'm real curious to see what kind of blood it was. Like, what the freak? Anyways, let's do a collective reading. You guys have the Hangman in reverse. So if you felt stuck, I see your energy clearing. You might also be gaining enlightenment about a situation. Kind of like an aha moment or a light bulb went off. You see how his halo's lit up? You might also be receiving like a download or an answer to something. Yeah, I see you receiving some sort of enlightenment, and you're gonna drop a burden. That's what I see. So if you've been carrying a burden or you felt burdened about something, maybe you felt stuck, you're gonna have like an aha moment, an epiphany, a download, some sort of enlightenment, and then you drop a burden. That's what I see. You release it. Or if it was something that was making you feel oppressed, weighing you down. Yeah, some sort of secret's exposed, or it's like an inner knowing, or you're going to use your intuition. I mean, it could even be some form of enlightenment you receive from a high priest or high priestess energy. Like someone who's intuitive or a tarot card reader. Or this could just be another aspect of yourself. Just saying, you know what, like, I know what I need to know and I'm going to drop a situation. I'm just going to let it go. It has something to do with secrets. Maybe something hidden from you. Maybe it was hidden from your, I don't know. There's different reasons why it could have been hidden, right? Different reasons why. Let's see what this is. What's hidden and what is it that you're discovering here? Or what's being shared with you that's going to help you drop a burden? That's what I want to see. What's being discovered or shared? Something about money. Something about a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, maybe a Sagittarius. Something they did underhanded with money, or some sort of blessing they blocked. Them being a blessing blocker. Leo's involved. Leo just flew out. Yeah, you're going to have a victory over whatever this is. So it's like if someone wanted you told no, or they were trying to block your blessings and keep you burdened and oppressed, it's like you know the answer. And something's been exposed here, maybe about someone's hidden agenda or someone being a puppet master behind the scenes. Something like that. And you're going to have a victory. It almost feels very underhanded, very dirty, very low vibrational. Blessing blocker, oppressor dominator, right? That's what it feels like to me, an oppressor dominator. Okay, so you're having a victory over some sort of secrets, hidden agenda bullshit, oppressor dominator bullshit. That's what I see. Victory over that bullshit. Okay. Oppressor dominator. Show me oppressor dominators and their hidden agenda here. There's some mean bitch involved. Could be a frenemy or someone's ex. She's lashing out and not using logic. Some mean bitch. Some mean bitch is involved. Show me old mean ass here. Old mean bitch. Yeah, see, they offered someone money or had something to do with your potential or some sort of blessing here. They were trying to steal a blessing, block a blessing. They're a blessing blocker. They're oppressor dominators. She did something underhanded with money to keep you oppressed or burdened. That's what I see. Oppressor dominator, bitch. There's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, a Leo, a Sagittarius, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And a Leo. Show me this oppressor dominator, bitch. There's a King of Pentacles involved, someone's ex. There's a corrupt person. Or, yeah. So there's like a bully here. There's some sort of injustice or divorce. There's a spiteful bitch. There's some sort of leader involved or it had something to do with a commitment. There's someone here manipulating a situation. Someone could be trying to block your intuition. Someone here could have did something rash or they just ghosted you and came back around. Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Leo, Libra, and spiteful bitch. Let's see who this, why is this hermit here? So someone came back around after they rejected you, or you rejected them, or someone came back around to have you rejected. But it's in secret. Yeah, it has something to do with a breakup. They're trying to create instability for you. Or it has something to do with a property, or an inheritance, or an Aries. There's a Cancer. Or it could have something to do with you leaving, you traveling, someone traveling towards you, someone coming towards your house. Or this has something to do with someone trying to control you or an outcome after a breakup. And maybe they feel like they lost control. Yeah, there's some sort of rebelliousness here, or there's some form of someone being non-committal, flaky, or it's like a rebellious act, or it's a rebellious group of people working together in the reverse. Something like that. It could have something to do with travel, maybe a Cancer or a Taurus or an Aries. Yeah, they had some sort of plan here. That's what I see. And there's a spiteful bitch involved. Yeah, you're not supposed to have wish fulfillment. There's some Pisces involved. Someone here is real smug, real selfish. They might overindulge in drugs or alcohol. Yeah, you're supposed to be in the Eight of Swords, and they're throwing rocks and hiding their hands, but it looks like you freed yourself from a situation. Maybe that's why they're coming back around, or maybe they didn't expect you to be able to get yourself unstuck, or maybe they were just coming around to throw rocks and hide their hands, or maybe they're just dragging out a drama. That was their plan. Yeah, it has something to do with you rejoining the world and some sort of contract or a family, an inheritance, a big chunk of money, a group of people, a long-term investment, maybe a marriage. Show me what this is here, a Ten of Coins. Someone initiated something. So someone came back around to initiate something. An Emperor. It has something to do with a big chunk of money, a contract, a divorce, or an inheritance. There's an older man involved, or an Aries, a Virgo. Show me this older man. It looks like they were trying to get you dropped from a Ten of Coins or from an inheritance, or they were trying to use some form of, this looks like a carrot, like they were dangling a carrot to keep a drama going or to keep something going, or someone was dangling a carrot here so they could keep some bullshit going, some sort of drama or bullshit, or so that you would get dropped from this Ten of Coins. Something like that. Or they could throw you off balance, or they can't keep something going though. They dropped the ball. Somebody here was trying to keep some bullshit going. Just show me this Emperor. Yeah, it has to do with a Capricorn or an Aries. This could also be someone's ex, or it could be a frenemy, or this could be like a greedy, superficial person, or this was someone trying to flip you in reverse and devalue you. Maybe all of the above. Yeah, it's like they were trying to block you, or something backfired. Something could have backfired on a greedy, superficial person. And maybe an older man. Let's see. It had something to do with a marriage, a married person, a contract, some sort of group effort, some sort of harmony. That's what they were trying to block. They were trying to block some sort of harmony or contract. This is what they were waiting to do. So they were fully invested in waiting. Show me this contract. Yeah, you had a victory over that, or you're going to, and someone here is a thief. So they did steal something from you, or their intentions were just to steal something from you. It could be your love, your time, your energy, your money, whatever it is. You're going to have a victory over it anyways, but I just see that's what their intentions were. To steal something from you. Yeah, some sort of karmic contract, or someone contracted someone, or a Capricorn, or someone's evil-minded, wicked, or toxic, or it's a broken contract. It's the end of a karmic contract. Something's over. Or someone here is obsessed, and maybe they're a thief too. An obsessed thief. That's what it looks like. Someone that's evil-minded, wicked, and obsessed, and they're a thief. Yeah, could be a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, an Aries. They had some sort of plan here on how they were going to steal something from you. But you end up having a victory over whatever this dumb shit is too. Has something to do with a jackpot, fate, like fate, your destiny, timing, divine timing, them wanting to step on you to get ahead, or them just trying to burn you for money. Something like that. There's definitely a thief here, a thief energy. They want something that belongs to you, or they stole something that belongs to you. Yeah, there's some sort of foul play. There's a fishy cup guy or girl involved. Could be a Pisces. There's stalking going on. Someone's stalking. There's someone gossiping. There's gossip. There's 3 pages. So there's a Pisces, a Libra, a Aries, Leo, Sag. There's someone's family that's involved, or they're stalking your 10 of Cups. They're stalking your 10 of Coins. So they're stalking your long-term investments, committed relationships, contracts. And they're stalking like your happily ever after energy, your peace. Or this is someone's family that's involved. A group of dysfunctional people, or it's a group of people that didn't want you to be happy. Some sort of oppressor-dominator energy going on here. Show me more. Yeah, they're stalking your 2 of Cups, your 10 of Cups, and your 10 of Coins. 3 people in reverse right here. Show me more. You could be a divine feminine, or this might have something to do with a Libra or a Taurus. Maybe an older female involved. And they're trying to start shit with you, or this is an older female that's involved that's starting shit. They're a shit starter. Yeah, there's some sort of brutal ending, a betrayal. And they want you judged harshly, or they judged you harshly, or they took some sort of chance here to do something, to stab you in the back. And then they left, or it was to get you to leave, or someone hauled ass. Yeah, it's like they left. They went towards a party scene, a group of idiots, or someone who was part of a clique cult coven. They celebrated some sort of backstabbing, betrayal. It's like they stabbed you in the back and then they went and celebrated. They went and clanked their drinks together. That's what I see. There's a Leo here, or someone's being aggressive. Someone's trying to force something to go their way. It could be a bully. There's something about work, or this is what they worked on with a group of people. Virgo, Leo, Cancer. Show me more about their work or what they worked on. Aquarius, I don't know, there's some sort of like internet. It could have something to do with the internet. Somebody might be clout hungry. They might want attention. Someone could have been jealous of attention you were receiving. Someone didn't want you to be seen in a good light, or they were trying to block your light or crush your spirit. Aquarius could be involved as well. Yeah, it's like someone wanted you heartbroken. They could also be trying to hide what they worked on with a gold digger or a gigolo, a Virgo. Someone who wants reward without effort, or a divorced person. So show me what happened here. Someone hauled ass. What is hauled ass here? The Toad. So with it coming out in reverse, this is like, okay, well, the Toad is very resilient. So the Toad is like, you know, they're able to survive in harsh conditions. But this person hauled ass thinking that something was over for you, right? They went and celebrated, so they celebrated too soon. That's what Spirit said. So this is a group of karmic people that celebrated too soon. You're over here with the Six of Wands. All right, so this is a group of karmic ass people that celebrated too soon. That's what I see. Show me more. This is a group of karmic ass people that celebrated too soon, Spirit. Devotion. Yeah, they're praying in reverse. They're praying for someone's downfall, or it had something to do with a breakup, or they made some sort of vow or promise to someone. Yeah, they're real shallow, the pond. So these are real shallow ass people. It has something to do with a partnership, a house, a home, a property, a family, an inheritance, your stability or your support, a breakup. Show me more. They celebrated too soon. Yeah, it has to do with whether or not you belong, something about you belonging, or whether or not you belong. And with the eel in her hand, it looks like she did something shocking. So there's some sort of shock factor to whatever this is as well. And someone's being real cocky or arrogant, or they're jealous of you because you get a positive attention, or you're in the spotlight. Or you could just be real beautiful. Or this has something to do with like someone being real cocky, boastful, or arrogant. Like a shallow group of cocky people. With bad intentions. Yeah, but justice is here, and I don't think they saw that coming, right? So this is a group of karmic ass people that celebrated too soon. That's what Spirit said. And they were doing a bunch of shit in the dark. I have the dark here. Or they were trying to keep you in the dark. Or they were trying to block your light or crush your spirit. Yeah, they're real toxic. Or they did something toxic. Or they're doing something with poison, elixir. Someone could also be, you know, using drugs or alcohol or something. Yeah, they're trying to bind you to something that's not for your highest good, or this had something to do with you freeing yourself, or they're doing some sort of binding rituals here, some toxic people. Yeah, there's some sort of mean family, a wicked family, or it had something to do with your health, or they could be in bad health. Something about health or a family. The subconscious, someone's trying to plant seeds of doubt. There's some sort of trickery, manipulation. It's a network of people here all working together. See, it's about trickery, manipulation, deceit, devil. It's devil energy, magician reversed. It has to do with time. Something about this clock in the background. So maybe they were doing something on a schedule. Or it had something to do with your schedule. And they're being real manipulative. Yeah, they're trying to stir the shit pot, or they brewed something up and they were trying to keep it going. You know, like the cauldron, you know, they use logs to keep the logs lit, to keep the bubble boiling, you know. I mean the bubble, the bubble boiling. To keep the liquid boiling, to keep it heated up. So maybe, you know, they just kept throwing fire or logs on the fire, right? They just, you know, or they keep stirring it up or adding more ingredients. They were really brewing something up. Like they put a lot of thought into whatever they were doing here. Right? Yeah, to keep you in this web or this network. They're real meticulous. It's some sort of trap or entrapment, or they wanted you to feel trapped. Yeah, there's somebody here helping someone out. They gave someone a hand, or they did something underhanded. And with Skull here, they didn't want you to think about something, or they didn't think about something. Something like that. Something about thoughts. Or they could be playing some sort of mind games, or, you know, some sort of trickery here. Sometimes the skull reminds me of voodoo as well. So somebody could have been doing some sort of dark magic or voodoo as well. Yeah, it's like a group of people in reverse, a community in reverse. Or they're tricking a community, or they involved a whole community. A volcano reverse. So that could be like a backfire. That could also be like someone losing their cool, or they don't want someone to have an epiphany, or it could also be like some sort of backfire, or like, I don't know, eruption of some sort. What is this energy, the volcano? The book. Yeah, they don't want something to be discovered. So this is about a discovery and some family in reverse. So they didn't want you to discover something. They didn't want a community to discover something. Or this is some family in reverse here. Maybe that did too much. That was way too extra, and they don't want it to be discovered. Yeah, it has to do with crushing you so they can stroke their ego, and they were just waiting. So there's something about that. Yeah, they could have said you're out of control, or they were acting out of control, or they were trying to control you or an outcome. And someone here was talking a bunch of shit. This chicken. This can also represent a sacrifice. This chicken. And it has to do with perspective. So someone was going around running their mouth trying to change everybody's perspective about you. They could have said that you're out of control, or you know, this is someone who went, they're real messy. This is a messy karmic person that's part of this family in reverse. And someone has control issues, or this is someone that went out of their way to change everyone's perspective about you. And this doesn't have to be your family. This could be someone else's family. But they definitely went out of their way to change everyone's perspective about you with their big mouth. I do see that because chickens talk a lot of shit. They always have something to say. All right. So someone went around and talked a bunch of shit. Yeah, there's manipulation here, the praying mantis. But you're protected, and it has something to do with your vision, or you could be a visionary, or you could be clairvoyant, or they didn't see something, or they didn't want you to see something. They didn't, oh, they don't want their manipulation to be seen. That's what they don't want, right? It's fine for them to talk shit about you, make you look like shit to everyone, but they don't want their manipulation to be seen, right? We see where this is headed. So someone here is lurking, trying to catch you off guard. Black cat. They could be doing dark magic as well. So show me this manipulation with this vision. Has to do with your boundaries. Someone not respecting your boundaries. Yeah, something about boundaries. And someone not respecting your boundaries. Yeah, it has something to do with a breakup, social status. Maybe they're a bigot. Maybe it had something to do with your purity. Maybe they were overly judgmental. Or this is someone who, you know, maybe they're doing something for status or money or power. Or they didn't want you to get your flowers. Or it could have something to do with an event or like a special day. Because sometimes the white dress is like a wedding dress, or it can represent purity. It can represent like climbing the social ladder, or, you know, sometimes people see marital status as like some sort of social thing, you know. Like if you're divorced or you're a single female, then, you know, you're considered not as quite established as somebody who's married, something like that. It's just like a social thing. It's an outdated thinking. But so somebody could be a bigot, or they could have some sort of outdated thinking here. There's some sort of outdated thinking, and whatever this is has something to do with society, social, your social standing, an event, your purity. Only take what resonates. But yeah, this is how this chicken thinks. So this chicken thought that they were going to block you from having this special day or receiving some sort of level up, or, you know, and you would be a peasant. So this is about you being a peasant. Okay. So you're supposed to be a beggar. You're supposed to be a peasant, and they're violating your boundaries. And someone here is manipulating. They're talking a bunch of shit to change everyone's perspective about you. Yeah, and it has something to do with temptation or some sort of sexual seduction. Only take what resonates. And with the glove here, someone's trying to hide something. They're doing something for money, status, power, or they're trying to clean something up, or they're trying to conceal something. Yeah, there's something wrong with their story. See, their story's in reverse. And they're overly voyeuristic or nosy all up in your fucking business. Yeah, their story's in reverse here. Someone has a shitty story. They wanted you to feel vulnerable, or they were trying to put you in a vulnerable position. All right, so let's see. There's something wrong with their story, Hangman. It's about having you stuck or having you sacrifice. So keeping you stuck and having you sacrifice, Hangman. And it has something to do with the future. So what they planned for your future, or... yeah, this had to do with your future. That's what I see. So show me here that someone's trying to keep you stuck or have you sacrificed. They're running their mouth. They're manipulating. They're trying to change everyone's perspective about you. Someone has outdated thinking. They're a bigot, or there's something going on with that energy too. Something about that. Let's look at this noose. Someone's gluttonous. So someone wanted to keep you stuck or have you sacrifice so they could feed some deep, dark hole that's like a bottomless pit. Some gluttonous person. That's what I see. Food and hunger. It could be food, drugs, sex, money, materialism. You know, they're addicted to something here, right? Some sort of gluttony. Show me this noose. They could be using spirituality or religion against you as well, or they might come off as religious. Show me food and hunger. Yeah, they're definitely doing something here with mystery cults, magic, or the supernatural. And it has to do with rituals, offerings, sacrifices, temple worship, private practice. So someone here is definitely dibble-dabbling in some kind of lower vibrational spiritual practices as well. Phobias, they're trying to give you fear or phobia, or they want you to be afraid, or they're afraid of something. Yeah, they want you persecuted, or yeah, there's some sort of persecution here. As some sort of karmic person or people. They could have bad karma. Yeah, somebody here has bad karma. They didn't learn a lesson, or they were trying to say you didn't learn a lesson, or you need to be taught a lesson. Something like that. And now they got bad karma. Something about time again. There's something here about time. A schedule. I heard everything's right on schedule. Right, so it's some sort of premeditated shit. Some shit they planned out for your future. Show me more. Unrequited love. You're supposed to have unrequited love.